Oh dear. What have I gotten myself into? It is Iron Hitty in the old games corner. Classic game roulette. And boy howdy do I have a game for you. Deep in the swamps of and bays of Louisiana, Dr. Alec Holland, a biochemist, created the formula that would restore and accelerate plant growth in the barren areas of the earth. His hope was to be able to eliminate world hunger. But the evil and twisted scientist Dr. Anton Arcane had other plans. His desire was to use the formula's bio-restorative powers for himself, to achieve immortality. So Arcane planted a bomb in Holland's lab and stole the formula. The explosion set Holland's body aflame. And saturated it with the formula. As Holland threw himself into the murky swamp, something strange began to happen. The formula in Holland's body interacted with the surrounding organic matter. And from the waters arose the massive Swamp Thing, which is what I'm playing right now. For the NES. The amount of formula I have installed is too small. If I can capture Swamp Thing and unlock his secrets, I can rule the world. Dr. Demo, you are the first of my allies I call upon. I have dispatched my mechanical minions to assist in your ghostly comrades in their task. Stop at nothing to bring Swamp Thing to me. Swamp Thing will be mine. Now. I shall use my power to transform you into the first of my legion of super beings I call the Unmen. I am Dr. Demo. Oh boy. So right off the bat, you're supposed to avoid that enemy right there. You can't really attack it. And you know, it's just like I said on Discord when I promoted this to get the streams going. if you played any of the Simpsons games on the NES or Home Alone 2 also on the NES, you're gonna notice that when you get hit, that sound effect may sound extremely familiar to you. That's because all of 5 of these games were made by Imagineering. Don't say Acclaim or THQ, because they're just the publishers, as far as one would say to all of these games. Anyone can get confused to that regard. So, I know I had to play this eventually because this was a pretty bad rental back in the day, right? I wanted to see this to the very end. Because if my brother couldn't beat this, I find it my duty to get as far as I can. And maybe or maybe not beat it. But this is one difficult game, let me tell you. You're going to have a bad time. Okay, so at least I can kill stuff now. Just simply punching enemies will not do. There seems to be a finite amount of enemies I can kill. And they may or may not die in one hit. No, wait. Something that came up in the randomizer. And well, it wants me to play Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. As much as I wanted to play the HD version, I can't because it's gonna be mighty difficult because it won't run on this computer. Going up! Maybe not. Jumping down. Huh. You got a 1-up. Nice. I made it to the end. Now I'm here. Huh. Oh, okay, so that the projectile attack is gone. Whether or not you die, you're still gonna... Into the pit. Hey, wait a minute. So there was obviously nothing I can do about that. How strange. Can I avoid the cauldron? Well, that's a bad sign if I can't touch it without taking damage. Okay. Alright, so let me check the battery real quick. Oh, I'm good for now. Keyword for now. Okay, so that's a bad sign. Alright, so you can jump on it. You just can't stand directly on it. That's always a bad sign. Yeah, some things you just gotta watch out for, and it's never apparent. Yeah, it's never apparent what you should avoid and what... Huh. I don't think so. What's down below here? Because, I didn't have this sort of, Huh. How peculiar. What even is this place? Looks like some sort of underground cave. Alright, so I don't know what that's supposed to give me, but you are going to die if your health bar is depleted no matter what happens. So, okay, Assyria just loops. Because I'm pretty sure I've been over here before. Alright, so I can confirm that I'm gonna have to go below. And it looks like this is a dead end. Alright, so what about down here? Now, why is it that the snakes sound like cats? Hey, wait a minute. Upon that pitfall, I never suspected that I could fall down there. Not once did I think I could. So, of course you can. But hold on a second. This is for a different location. And here I thought that would take me over there. Huh. I didn't even think to go over here. But guess what? Hey, wait a minute. Alright, so this feels like a dead end. I don't feel all too comfortable knowing that I'm still going to take damage falling down anyway. the extra ammo ain't gonna cut it. So, I'm just gonna keep going forward. Yeah, I suspected as much. If I'm not ready, then anything could go off in a moment's notice. But yeah. This goes without us saying that it's an example of difficulty hell. And the controls are okay-ish, I suppose. It's just you almost always can't seem to avoid hits. Or taking hits, anyway. Okay. There we go. Something's up ahead, it looks different. Here we go. No, I don't think you can, kill that. There we go, made it to the end. Let's fight. No, it's just the graveyard. And once again, I don't have my fireballs anymore. Or swamp balls, if that's what you would like to call them. So yeah, new stuff to watch out for. But yeah, the long play suggests that this isn't supposed to be a long game, and yet I am struggling at this one. Okay. Into the tomb. What the hell? Okay, for some reason, if you jump in that area, you just stop dead in your tracks and fall to your doom. That don't sound right. I'm out of the tomb now. It don't seem like in these statues take damage, and then you have to avoid them. What a shame. I can't kill him to save my life. I mean, as bad as a game can be, you can still have at least some appreciation for it. Like the Bill and Ted game for NES. There were actually fans of that game, believe it or not. I don't seem, I, on the other hand, don't think I have the time and patience for that pile of crap, though. And on the other hand, I get that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on the NES, the first one, I admit that that game has its flaws. But I still don't hate the game, despite the criticisms that people have against it. So we finally come to the boss. Hold on a second. So yeah, this is Dr. Demo. I was hoping I could get more health. Don't, I mean, there, wait a minute. This is all I have. Excuse me. Since it's here, I might as well get to it. And, come back to watching The Witcher on here. So I don't know why I have to go into the boss fight like this. And you don't even have your projectile to help you. You have to fight the boss with what you have, your fists. And this guy explodes. You want to be right up in his face and not have him explode on you. Dr. Timo has failed me. Swamp Thing still walks free. Weed Killer. You are the next of the unmen I summon. Lord of the Creature. To the confines of my chemical factory. There, he will be at the mercy of my evil machines. Do with him what you will. But bring Swamp Thing to me alive! Transform! I am weaker! Okay, so the empty vials upgrade your life. The health bits, the colored ones, just refill your life. But I don't know why I have to reset my health every time I enter a new part of the level. So I have to get as many colorless vials as I can. Although your max HP is 6, so don't know what purpose that would do. But this is where they really cram up the difficulty. Small platforms. Good luck. But yeah, as to why I suggest myself this stuff like this, I guess it's just the fact that we can all play good games, right? We have to subject ourselves to the ones that we know aren't very good. Come a long way to get over here. Lots of stuff coming down. Alright, that'll get you. Alright. Let's get this in here, knowing that I made some progress. Wait a tick. That can't be right. Okay, it did. Never mind. I don't know what was up with that delay. Just don't make any sense. Yeah, you had better be ready to jump when you land on chain parts. The metal hooks that are connected to the chains. Oh, dude, this is so bad. And you know, the surprising part is that I can't really get angry at stuff like this. I mean, I know of its quality, and yet I'm just laughing right now. Although you wouldn't be able to tell because I'm speaking in a metaphorical sense. But yeah, I guess that's what to be expected that from the cesspool that is the licensed games district here. Not every game is gonna be top quality, and this shows in the product. So, I've come to realize that you don't have to jump to raise the elevators. And you can also raise it down if you so desire. Especially if you want to avoid that puff of steam right there. That'd be bad news for sure. Oh, dude. Jump, you asshole! Okay, I feel that they're just gonna keep coming and coming and coming. So what you want to do is just try and avoid it. Or, I don't know. It wasn't a necessary sacrifice. I did what I felt I had to conserve ammo. Game design! Huh. Got to the to another part of the level. And here's something about in this level that seems to rub me the wrong way. It's not the first level where the scenery changes depending on how far you go. Here it's still the factory with not much music change either. So we're gonna be in for a ride here. Okay, so I guess that flower right there is just for show. Can't say you expected much, but hey, I'm trying to figure this out. I thought you could jump on that pink pipe. Alright, so those things that come out explode on contact? Why did this part have to be a dead end? So instead, let's go over here. Okay, all this ever really gave me is more ammo. But you can jump down here. Okay, so... Hold on, why don't I go over here? Alright, there is a path. And I feel assured that there would be a path to go to. Okay. Well, That didn't really give me anything, per se. But... Hey, wait a minute. Isn't this where it came from? How's the game expecting me to jump on that? So we've got a problem here. Alright, so I do not know what that gave me. So, yeah, something is terribly off about this section. Oh, now it materialized. I'm gonna question, why did the hook not show up when I came here the first time? Does this game want to and deliberately confuse the shit out of me? Okay, time to fight Weed Killer. Okay. I guess the idea is to jump over and try and punch his face. Which can be doable, just so you know. I realized how floaty the jumps are, so have fun with that. I'm not sure if I meant floaty or stiff, because this actually feels stiff, especially if you're trying to punch the boss. The only way you're gonna be able to attack him is if he's facing the other direction. In which case, wait for him to turn around, I guess. I'll keep getting you, buddy. There we go. Curse and all! Weed Killer has been defeated! Skin Man! I turn to you, the last unman, to finish the job. If my machines fail me in the polluted and toxic areas I have created, you must not! Swamp Thing must become my prisoner. Transform! I am Skin Man. So we come to the area of which the cutscene music was playing. Where the hell am I now? Cause I appear to be back in the green. But this appears to be a lot less swampy and a bit more jungly. Yeah, this has to be some sort of jungle. Or forest. Make of it what you will. But it appears that I'm back in a more straightforward area. But now I am not getting the more beneficial power-ups. Okay, there's the health upgrade there. I have to break this machine. Huh. Okay, now where am I? I'm surprised I would go over to here that quickly. Alright. In my defense, that was a bad spot anyway. So, having been able to get health from that, I won't beat myself up over it. And there's the fireballs, or swamp balls if you prefer. So, I am aware of how bad a game this is, and yet, I don't outright hate it. I mean, I played through a Terminator 1 and 2 for the NES after all. And I still still don't think those are as bad as they claim to be, though still bad, personally. I just don't hate them completely, as far as I'm concerned. Alright, there's that one. Huh, where is this place? So, it looks like I'm out of the jungle and into some sort of wasteland. A toxic wasteland. Also, wasn't I in the junkyard moments ago? So you can only avoid that. Not a whole lot that can be done, no siree. So once again, that flower shows up to taunt me. What's its purpose? Okay. So yeah, this comes off to being a sort of a game that you feel you want to play because that was your decision. But I would hardly call this a beat 'em up. I mean, yeah, you use your fists and all, but still. Okay, here he is, Skin Man. Yeah. You know, he's got to be the worst of them all. 'Cause, I don't know how to get any hits in. On the bright side, there is a... Okay, so... What if I, This is proving to be rather difficult because, I don't know how to hit him. Oh yeah, that can be a problem. I guess I gotta keep hitting him. At least the other two bosses you can tell that they took damage. This one seems to just take it. So there's no real way to know if you've actually damaged him or not. What the hell was that? Wait! I don't know how, but you're actually supposed to morph or something. Don't ask me how you do that. Oh! There you go. And that's how you do damage? Are you kidding me with this? Not once did I know you could do that. I just discovered it by accident. And he's down. So... it has come to this. After the humiliating defeat of my unmen, I alone remain to capture Swamp Thing. If he gets past the defense systems of my mansion, he will have a transformed arcane to reckon with. And now, the final stretch. Yo, what kind of nonsense was that? Not once would you have known that you were actually supposed to press up on one of the trees to deal damage to the fucking boss. Anyway. This is the final stretch of the game. If you made it this far, congratulations. Oh. More of this nonsense. I don't generally believe that it's gonna serve any purpose. But the falling lamps is just like the falling hooks in the level 2. It's just, this seems to have a lot more bullshit to it. Okay, so that generally isn't... Huh. I seem to amaze myself every time. Okay, that felt really weird. There we go. Yeah, was I gonna make it or not? That was something I can only ask myself. What the hell is this place? So I have to attack the floating orb. Wait, it's him! So this is actually the final boss. You wouldn't know it, but this is it. This is the final battle. And what a real shit show we got here. Actually, that was the final hit. I did not want to fall off the edge there. At last. The swamp is at peace again. And all its beauty has been restored. This is my home and I will protect it. And this is where I shall remain. Forever. I am no longer Alec Holland. I am Swamp Thing. And that's how the game ends. Oh man, what what a game this was. So yeah, the game just stops here. There's not even any credits to speak of. So yeah, that was pretty much a Swamp Thing for the NES. I'm surprised I didn't hate it as much, but it's not without its flaws. Let's just be real here. Now, on terms of me wanting to play the next game, which is Apollo Justice Ace Attorney, I'm gonna see if I can get it going. I'm not sure whether or not I want to use a RetroArch or a Melon DS. We'll see where to go from there. Now, I need me a channel to raid here, and I decided to go with this one. Necro is currently playing I Am Setsuna, which reminds me of Chrono Trigger. So yeah, that's it for me, and stay tuned tomorrow when I play Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. Keep on kicking now, compadres.